Sound check, sound check, sound check. Once again, sound check, sound check, sound check. Hold on. Let me just make sure that the stream settings are okay. Do one. Or did I have this for? Alright, I think I have the latency settings for normal. That's all right. At least the stream is going to be high quality though. All right. So welcome to the first of many Build and Battle series. Before we go any further, let me explain how this works. So I play a bit of competitive Pokemon myself, and I wish to create a stream that would encourage newer players to get into competitive Pokemon. Now, the current format is Regulation F, but by the end of April, we're going to have a new format. It's Regulation G. So it's basically Regulation F plus some Pokemon that were usually banned. Those would be the box legendaries. And a legendary Pokemon that will be featured for today's stream is called Terapagos. So let's get started. Our goal is to create a team centered around Terapagos. So I would like to start by searching it. You could go to your website of choice. For mine, it would be Pokemon DB. So here is Terapagos' information. It was introduced as part of the Indigo Disc DLC as the mascot. It has 3 forms. We have the normal form, the terrestrial form, and the stellar form. And Terapagos is rather unique because it would show up initially as this form, its normal form. It's nothing really special, but its ability is called Tera Shift. So when it enters into a battle, it transforms into its terrestrial form. So yes, this form exists, but you barely see it because the moment Terapagos enters the battle, it would turn into this form courtesy of its Tera Shift ability. Now, this is probably a form that you'll spend a lot of time with, especially in the early game. It has a base 600 stat, which is on par with most mythical and pseudo-legendary Pokemon. What's interesting about Tera Shell is that all damage-dealing moves that hit the Pokemon when its HP is full will not be very effective. So you're guaranteed to survive at least one hit, courtesy of Tera Shell. Now, we should note that this only works if the HP is full, meaning the next time that Terapagos takes a hit at less than full HP, it would function as normal. So you would imagine some of the weaknesses would be Fake Out, among other priority moves. So let's go ahead and take note of that. Priority moves or Tera Shell. Alright, let's go back to the information. So This is a terrestrial form. For Terapagos to reach its full potential in competitive battle, we must terrestrialize it so it can become its stellar form. This is what it looks like. It's the one that we've battled at the end of the Indigo Disc, and it's actually one of the strongest Pokemon that you could use in the format. It has a base stat total of 700, which is on par with Kyurem White and Kyurem Black. And looking at its base stat, this is the form that we want to be using in every battle to get the most out of Terapagos. So, we can see that it's built to be a healthy sweeper. 160 HP is nothing to scoff at. It's very impressive. And it has a special attack of 130. So to get the most out of this form, one, we must terrestrialize it, and we must have some form of reliable healing as well as damage boosters. And that's not even including its ability. So Terraform 0, let's see what it does. When Terapagos changes into its stellar form, it uses its hidden powers to eliminate all effects of weather and terrain, reducing them to 0. So that's very powerful because it is expected that Miraidon and Koraidon, among other terrain and weather setters, will be taking over the format. And for one ability from one Pokemon to just invalidate that, invalidate terrains and weathers, albeit one time, that's going to be pretty powerful. The moment that Terapagos terrestrializes is going to be very game-changing, so we want to be able to use that at the right moment. So that about covers it up. Oh, and let's not forget that whatever form Terapagos takes, it would always be a normal type. There you go. And it has a fixed Stellar Tera. To explain it in simplest terms, Stellar Tera does not do anything to your type defensively. It merely gives you an attack boost, an offensive boost. So, aside from priority moves, you also have to watch out for fighting types. So that's two things to keep in mind as we make our team. So, let us start building the team. I use Pokemon Showdown. Alright, let's go to Team Builder. And let's create a new team. If you are planning to delve into serious VGC, the current format, as I have said, is Regulation G. Let's select SV doubles, Regulation G. And then I would add a Pokemon. We start, of course, with Terapagos. Now, there are 3 choices here, but you could only actually select this baby form. But keep in mind that it would eventually transform into its stellar form when we position it properly. So we should EV it as if it's the stellar form. Now, for EVs, when you're starting a team, ideally you'd want to make things simple. And then as you practice with battles, you can refine the EVs and the movesets and the items as needed. Alright, for Terra types, Terapagos has a fixed stellar, so there's nothing we can really do about that. And remember, the Terapagos that we're going for is the stellar form. This is what we want every battle. So, looking at this, it's also here. Actually, it's not here because you can't use the big Terapagos in a showdown. So looking at this, you'd want EVs in its HP and its special attack. So this is how I would do it to start, and then we could just refine it. It's a special sweeper, so I would like to give it a modest nature, and I would maximize everything, all the EVs in HP, because that is what Terapagos is built for, and it's what's already good at. We just want to build upon that. And I do want to also maximize the EVs in special attack. However, if I do that, like put 252 here, we'd be left with 4 EVs. So instead of maximizing it, I would like to give 4 to defense, 4 to special defense, just to give them an EV bump, and then put 250 in here. Alright, if you're wondering where these numbers are coming from, there are a lot of VGC guides that would be useful for beginners. But I'll try to link some resources in the pinned comments. But for now, you should know that 510 is the maximum number of EVs that can be allocated to a specific Pokemon. And that is absolute. Okay, so we wanted to have reliable healing. So I would start off with a leftovers item. And we also need damage boosters. Terapagos learns Calm Mind, so I want that. And remember, we're also weak against priority moves, Fake Out being a big deal since Incineroar is so common. I would want Protect on Terapagos. So if I decide that it's a good lead, I could always Protect turn 1 to relieve the Fake Out pressure. Alright, and then for offensive, it could actually learn a signature move called Tera Starstorm. It hits both foes, and if it's terrestrialized, it hits even ghost types. And it hits terrestrialized opponents for super effective damage. So Terapagos is actually good to restrict the Terra options of your opponent. And then for the last move slot, we'd want another offensive move. Ideally, we'd want something for fighting types. And the only fairy type that it learns, Dazzling Gleam. So I'll start with Dazzling Gleam, and then I can change that as I see fit. So this would be my starting Terapagos set. This is how I see what's effective for it at the moment. Alright, Terapagos is all set. Now let's talk about the other 5 members of the team. Looking at this Terapagos set, it's kind of sufficient on its own. It can heal with leftovers and it can boost damage with Calm Mind. We just want partners that would help Terapagos with its fighting type weaknesses. That's one. Cover weaknesses, and then allow it to stay on the field. Because that's how we get the most out of Terapagos. It could be either in the form of damage control or further healing. So that's what we're looking for. Now, to cover Terapagos' weakness, we would need a type that could cover for fighting. So let's take a look at the fighting type real quick. These are the super effective moves against fighting type. You have Flying, Psychic, and Fairy. Among these types, I would say Fairy is our best option. So let's take a look at the Fairy type options first. So it should be able to cover weakness as well as provide some sort of support for Terapagos. Let's take a look at the Fairy type options. I'm leaning towards... now let's just take a look at it. We could only use one restricted Pokemon, so these strong options are off. Okay. A promising option is actually Flutter. It could we could use Flutter to take out the fighting types that would threaten Terapagos. Let me just check some others. So some fighting types that I see that would be common would be the Urshifus and Koraidon. That's the top 3 that I see that would be the immediate danger. I guess Zamazenta would also be trouble. So for now, I think I want to try Flutter. So let's give it Terra Fairy. And then I would want it to have immediate offensive pressure, so I'll give it the booster energy. And then for moveset, I'll use the standard Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, and maybe Protect. For the EVs, I do want it to be able to take out fighting types. That's its main role. I'll give it a modest nature. I'll give it a max special attack, and then I do want max speed. Again, we're just starting to build a team, so I'd want to keep it as simple as possible. We could just refine it as we figure out what the meta is. Because I have played some Regulation G, but this is the first time that I'm going to really dish out some games using this draft team that I'm preparing. Alright, so the Flutter main would cover Terapagos' weakness, and now we need something to cover Flutter main's weakness, or to enable it. Flutter main, let us check Flutter main. So Flutter main is only weak to Ghost and Steel. Its Ghost type weaknesses could very much be covered by itself. A Ghost type that I see being a threat would be Calyrex, and Calyrex is actually faster than Flutter main. Let's just duplicate this tab real quick. Let's take a look at Calyrex. I'm talking about the Shadow Rider one. Yeah, it has 150. Flutter main has 135. So this would always outspeed. So we always need we would need some form of speed control actually. And I could see Tornadus being valuable here. It's an additional coverage for fighting types if Flutter main gets taken out. I'll give it a Covert Cloak to prevent fake outs. And I might want to give it, hold on, I'll think of the Terra types later. We just want to be able to create a simple team that we could adjust as we play games. I want Tailwind in case we encounter Calyrexes. I do want Taunt. Speaking of Taunt, we really need to set up a Calm Mind. So Taunt would be a problem for us, for Terapagos. So we do want a taunting Pokemon in the form of Tornadus. And then we have Tailwind, we have Taunt, and then of course we have Bleak Wind Storm. And then the fourth move, this is quite flexible for Tornadus. It could either be another status move or another attacking move. It would depend on what the rest of our team would have. Let me just check something real quick. We could use Sunny Day to power up Flutter main in case the weather is changed. Or it could also be for Scary Face. In case our opponent matches Tailwinds. Alright, let's try Scary Face for now. Or maybe Icy Wind. Yeah, for additional speed control. Yeah, that's better. Because if there's psychic terrain, then we wouldn't be able to use status moves on the opponent. Alright. This is looking good for now. We could just revise as we go along. And then what about the Terra type? Tornadus. Okay, let's take a look at that's pretty much it about Calyrex really. Let's take a look at Tornadus. So it's weak against electric, ice, and rock. That being said, a steel Terra is looking good here actually. So we could resist rock and ice and just be neutral to electric. Yeah, I think a steel Terra for Tornadus would suffice for now. We could always change it later. I'm also thinking of a dark Terra so it can't be taunted. Now let's try steel first. Or actually, we might want to keep the Terra flying. No. I expect that there might be Raging Bolt there. So we want to be safe from that as well. Let's do steel for now. Alright. And for Tornadus, it's very important that it goes first so that if it's a Tornadus mirror, we have a good chance that we move first. I'll go ahead and put max speed, timid nature, and then perhaps special attack, and then offend, HP. I'll just revise this as we go along. Okay, so we need something to cover Flutter main and Tornadus weaknesses. Ghost is covered by Flutter main. Steel, Electric, Ice, and Rock. So a ground type would really serve us well. We need a ground type. As well as something for an ice type. I'm looking at Iron Treads. It's ground and steel. So it would cover all the weaknesses. Let's try Iron Treads first. Let's try Iron Treads. So looking at Iron Treads, let's make another tab. Ground typing is very important, so we'd want Iron Treads to have max attack. So looking at its stats, it actually has a high defense. That would be very good against Xian Pao, which is a common ice type. It has high defense. Maybe we could do max attack. I'll stick to Terra Ground for now because ground attack is important. And I anticipate that Incineroar would be common. / Intimidate, Incineroar / Intimidate. I would want the Clear Amulet for now. And then its strongest ground type move. It's gonna be Earthquake, but we don't want to be Earthquaking our teammates. We'll stick with High Horsepower. And maybe add Stamping Tantrum, because this would double in power if High Horsepower misses. We'd want a Steel type move for Ice types. Hard Press, the more power, the more HP the target has left. This is looking good, but it might not be as good if the target is at it might miss us KOs if the target is at a low HP. So perhaps we could try the standard let me just check. Iron Treads, what is the weight of Iron Treads? 521. Oh. Heavy Slam might not be as good, especially with Intimidates. Let's try Iron Head first. And then we can Protect. I'll try Protect for now. And then if later on I decide that we can pivot well through the Intimidates, I might replace Clear Amulet with Assault Vest because it kind of needs help in the special defense side. I'll put Assault Vest and maybe use Body Press so we could leverage the high defense stat. So for now, I'm going to give it the Adamant Nature. Okay, this is looking good. It is rather fast as well, so I'm going to put it at max speed and then HP. We'll have speed control in the form of Tornadus, so it should be able to go wild. And I can just revise this as needed. Alright, now what weaknesses would Iron Treads be bringing to the table? For fire types, it could cover with its ground type moves. Ground types, we're weak to ground types. We have a fighting type weakness which would be covered by a Flutter main. So we need something for water and ground types. Okay. So I anticipate that terrains would be common here. Water and ground, we should bring a grass types. And the premier grass type is no doubt Rillaboom. I do want to give it some thought though, because water and ground types, I'm thinking we could use Rillaboom or Ogerpon. Let's take a look, let's compare. Rillaboom. Rillaboom is gonna bring fire, ice, poison, flying, bug weaknesses. And let's duplicate this. I do want to compare Rillaboom versus Ogerpon. So we should take note that Terraform 0 eliminates terrains. And terrain is kind of important for Rillaboom, so we can take advantage of its strong grass type moves. And the other thing with Rillaboom is the grassy terrain would also help our opponents. So it might cause us to miss KO, so we should consider all of our options. I'm looking at Ogerpon Wellspring Mask. Actually, it only has 1, 2, 3 weaknesses, as compared to Rillaboom that has 1, 2, 3, 4 weaknesses. So I'm leaning more towards Ogerpon. Its poison type weaknesses can be covered by Iron Treads. Bug weakness can be covered by Tornadus, and we just need something for flying. Right now, Ogerpon is looking good, so I'm gonna do Ogerpon real quick. Ogerpon. Wellspring. So I want Ivy Cudgel, that's a standard. I also want Horn Leech. I want Swords Dance. And I want Spiky Shield. I'll go ahead and do Adamant Nature. We have Speed Control. I'll do Max Attack, Max Speed, and then HP. So the good thing about Ogerpon is it has Water Absorb. It's a good ability. If we encounter Kyogres down the line, that's going to be really helpful. Alright, this is looking good so far. And then, for Ogerpon, we just need a flying type. A flying type coverage. And I can't think of another better Pokemon than the one and only Raging Bolt. For Raging Bolt, let me just check something. Raging Bolt could actually be built similarly to Terapagos. Let's open up a page for Raging Bolt real quick. So it's weak against Ice, Ground, Dragon, and Fairy. Let me see. So Ice is covered by Iron Treads. Ground is covered by Ogerpon. Dragon can be covered by itself as well as Flutter Mane. And Fairy is covered by Iron Treads. So Raging Bolt would fit perfectly in our team. So the good thing about these 6 is that they cover each other's weaknesses perfectly. And I think I'd stick with Terra Electric for now and maybe give it a Magnet. Actually, I might want to consider Sunny Day here. No. I'll stick with Icy Wind. I kind of wanted Icy Wind because... I considered Sunny Day because I do want to enable Protosynthesis for Raging Bolt as well. But that would not be conducive for Ogerpon. So, I'll just do Icy Wind. And if the opponent has other Paradox Pokemon, then it would not help us as well. I'll do Thunderbolt, Thunderclap. It's special. Its electric attacks are most important because it's for flying type coverage. I do also want Dragon Pulse. And then I could use Protect. We shouldn't sweat the small stuff yet because we could always revise this. Now, looking at the stats, Raging Bolt is meant to be a sweeper, a healthy one as that. So we're gonna build it as such. I'm gonna give it a Modest Nature. max special attack, and then HP, just like what I did with Terapagos. I'll give it this, and I'll give it also an EV pump for defense and special defense. So this is our initial team for now. Let's review real quick before we go into battles. So we have weaknesses. We're weak against priority moves for Terra Shell. We're also weak against fighting types and taunt because we don't want to be taunted. And for wide guard as well, because remember, Terapagos has Tera Starstorm as well as Dazzling Gleam. So this is the things that we need to watch out for. And so far, the team that we have is prepared for it. Now, let's test this team. Let's just title this Terapagos Regulation G. Now, we're gonna do Regulation 3 Regulation G best of 3. This is the official format. This is our first battle, so let's go for it. Okay, this is our first opponent. It's called Tommy VGC, and his restricted would be Glastrier. Sorry, it's Calyrex Ice. We have... this is a Terra Fire. It can't be burnt, and it also can't be intimidated. Trick Room Team. Ghost. Fake Out Flare Blitz. Okay. Choice Scarf. We want something to be able to take care of that Glastrier. I think Ogerpon is going to be important here because we don't want we want to be able to stop that Urshifu as well as that Amoongus. Of course, we'll have Terapagos. Let's also put that in the lead. And then fighting type. I kind of want... Actually, I want Tornadus, Flutter Main, Terapagos, and Ogerpon. Go ahead and select... I think I want Bleakwind Storm, and then I'll switch in Ogerpon. I don't want a Tailwind. Okay. And then this would be a good time to bring out that Calyrex. So I think I'm gonna do Bleakwind Storm, and then Ivy Cudgel. I'm gonna bring out... Hold on. I'm gonna do Bleakwind Storm. Hold on. Terra Steel, Bleakwind Storm, and then Spiky Shield. Alright. I'm gonna taunt the Amoongus, and then I'm gonna Horn Leech the Calyrex. Then I'll just protect to burn out this last turn of Trick Room. My guess is that they're gonna go for Trick Room and Rage Powder. Oh no, it can't Rage Powder. I can double up. It could only go for Pollen Puff. So I'm gonna go for Tera Starstorm as well as a Moonblast. But actually it could Tera Fire. I'm gonna Tera Starstorm and then Shadow Ball. Go for Protect. Burn out a turn. Let me do another Tera Starstorm, and then I'll do a Shadow Ball. This isn't looking good for us. Alright, we're gonna forfeit. We need to do something about Trick Room. What could we use to take out Farigarath immediately? We need to be able to double up. So the lead in the previous game was Urshifu and Farigarath. We'd want to be able to double up. I'll lead Ogerpon. I'll also lead with Raging Bolt. This looks good. And then maybe I'll have Terapagos and Tornadus. I'm gonna do Ivy Cudgel. Does this Farigarath have Protect? It does not. I could use a Thunderbolt. I'll double up into the Farigarath. Alright. This Amoonguss would probably try to spore the Raging Bolt. I want to use, and I'm guessing it's gonna go for a Rage Powder Trick Room. What to do, what to do, what to do. I'm gonna do Ivy Cudgel and then Thunderbolt on the Amoonguss. Alright. I do want to burn a turn of Trick Room. And then honestly, I should just let Ogerpon go down I'll probably do that. I want to do I want to try a Horn Leech, and then maybe a Thunderclap on Calyrex. All right. I'm gonna protect and do a Thunderclap on Calyrex. I'll Calm Mind and I'll Taunt. And now I'll have a chance to Tera Starstorm, the stellar version. I could use Dazzling Gleam. Alright, lose. Okay, so that's the initial team, and let's just analyze this initial battle, this initial best of 3. What I have for you guys is a resource. So this is something that we could share. I'll put the replay link here. Hold on. So you could view it, and I'll be sharing this file. This is a loss. And then, this is something that I do when I join official competitions. So I analyze every turn and provide highlights and opportunities so I could improve on my team and battling skills. Alright, let's review it real quick. Instant replay. And I'll switch it from the point of view of my opponent. On the turn 1, I would say I did a good job doubling up on Ferrigraph. And then, the lead choices were great. I adapted. My first turn greatly improved. Rage Powder. Probably even Terra boosted attacks wouldn't take out the Amoonguss. So the double up on that slot was good as well. We did our best. We even got the paralysis. We did a good job burning out a turn of Trick Room. Good job burning a TR turn. So I understand that there can be as much as 2 to 3 games in a best of 3, but I like to analyze the last game because that's kind of the make or break game. That's the most important one. So our game 2 significantly improved from game 1, I would say. Nice Thunderclap. So here, it might have helped in turn 4 if I terastallized Raging Bolt. Terra Electric plus Maggot would have done greater damage. A good turn would have been to try to Terra Electric plus Thunder. Terra Electric plus double Spiky Shield, actually. Might have helped. I could have risked the double Spiky Shield. Then there's Terapagos. We have another free burn. Okay. Well, we did great under Trick Room. I would say that. So nice Thunderclap. Nice Thunderclap plus Protect. And then the taunt was kind of necessary because the taunt was necessary because Amoongus might have spored us. Alright, Tera Steel actually might have Tera Steel might have helped. Oh my. Nice attack. So we would have gotten this game if Urshifu didn't outspeed us. So we lost in the speed control department. We lost by speed control. Okay, that's pretty much the game. That is this game one. Alright, some highlights. We really did well under Trick Room. Then the opportunity was that this team doesn't have a good way of denying Trick Room. Maybe we need a taunt that isn't Prankster. We were not able to deny Trick Room. I think the team is good. We just didn't use our terrestrialization properly. Like, I get it. I was focused on saving it for for Terapagos. That I was presented with good chances to terrestrialize that could have turned the game around, but I didn't. I deliberately didn't use it. So I think the team isn't the problem here per se. It's battle choices. So that's important to keep in mind when building your team, because it's tempting to keep revising, but we have to do enough battles to really say for certain that we're using what we have so far well. And I believe that had I terrestrialized, maybe if I availed of that Tera Electric or that Tera Steel in turns 4 and turns 6, I would have gotten a KO out of Calyrex, and I would have gotten... So think about this. In turn 4, if I did Tera Electric, maybe in turn 5 I KO the Calyrex, and I would have a safe switch on Tornadus. Then I could have Tailwind. I could have had a late game Tailwind. So our team is good. We just were not able to use terrestrialization to its full potential. Alright, so we're gonna proceed as usual. But if we want to review this battle, it's always here. We're gonna do our second opponent. Let me guys know if you have other thoughts. Okay, second team. This is a Zacian team. Zacian is one of my favorite Pokemon. Rusted Sword, Terra Water. Behemoth's Blade, pair of swords, Protect, Intimidate, Ratio, Terra Water. Lots of Terra Water. This is a single strike Urshifu. Fake Out is really threatening. I think Ogre Pawn is good here. And Iron Treads. I want Tornadus and the Ogre Pawn. I actually want to be able to take out that Urshifu. I'll bring Flutter in the back. And then I'll have Terapagos in the back. This is a testing game. The lead is Zacian and Rillaboom. I'm gonna do Tailwind and then Spiky Shield. Alright, we should probably invest in some defense. I'm gonna do Stellar. No, I'm gonna Protect and then IV Cudgel the Zacian. Does Tornadus have Taunt? It does have Taunt. I'm gonna do Tera Starstorm. And then IV Cudgel. Tera Starstorm and IV Cudgel. All right. Tera Starstorm. And Horn Leech. Protect. IV Cudgel. All right. So we need bulk in our Tornadus. That's noted. We lost the speed control wars. And I noted that Tornadus is quite problematic. I might want Raging Bolt, actually. Let me just take note of that. Alright. I'm gonna start with Ogre Pawn. I could do Tornadus Raging Bolt. Tornadus Raging Bolt. And then... hold on. Iron Treads, perhaps? No, Terapagos, and then Ogre Pawn. I'll do Taunt and Terra Electric Thunderbolt. I'll do Bleak Wind Storm and Protect. Dang. Should have Tailwind. I'll do Horn Leech and Thunderclap. Alright, this isn't our best game. I'll forfeit. Terapagos is rather hard to use, I have observed. Because, on the one hand, you want to use the Stellar form, but on the other, you'd want to have terrestrialization options. So I think this is a team issue. We didn't have enough tools for this. Hold on. Okay. Let's do the instant replay. So as you can see, competitive Pokemon, as you would imagine, is tough. But this is really how it is, especially in the first in the first few periods of the format. It's really tough because you don't know what to prepare for yet. There's a lot of things to watch out for. Did we get the link? Okay, didn't get that. Turn 1, Zacian would have been a better target. Better Thunderbolt. Target. And then turn 2 is good, but Tailwind would have been better. Three, we lose by forfeit. So I would say in that battle, we had the tools, but we failed to position properly, right? We had tools, but we need to practice positioning. I might want to consider replacing some Pokemon, though I'm not sure yet. I want to make sure that we're... So, I can see that this team is good. I just have to practice piloting it. Let's go to the team builder real quick. Maybe I do want some bulk on Tornadus. I have Flutter main as the main attacker for fairy types to take out fighting. Maybe I should... I'm gonna try just investing in speed and bulk because Tornadus is naturally strong. Let me try 88, 84, 84. I need to use Tornadus more wisely and position it wisely. Okay, let's try this for now. Okay, this is our first Calyrex team. Let's see what we have. Fruta, Life Orb, Psychic, Astral Mirage, Calm Mind, Protect, Psychic Seed, Follow Me, Psychic. Oh, okay, no Trick Room. This is Hyper Offense. Okay. This might be good for a good Terapagos territory. This Terapagos territory. Also Raging Bolt, perhaps? I want to save Tornadus and Flutter main at the end game, and then I'll have Terapagos and maybe Raging Bolt as a lead. Because Raging Bolt is good. Okay. There's no taunt here. I'm gonna do a Calm Mind, and then I'll do a Thunderbolt. gonna do another Calm Mind. And then I'll Thunderbolt the Calyrex. God, that's strong. Protect and Tailwind. I should have Tera Starstormed. This game is unwinnable. Hold on. We can risk a double protect. Hold on, we got this. Let's risk a protect. I'll go Terastalize and then protect. A Dazzling Gleam. Okay, we know it. We know the interactions better. Calm Mind. Thunderbolt. Tera Starstorm. Thunderbolt. Tera Starstorm. Thunderbolt. Hi, I wanted to stop by and say hi. I can't stay. Goodrix, thank you so much for being here. Hey, hi, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Fruda has follow me. I'll go ahead and use Protect and then Thunderbolt. Maybe I should minimize this a bit so I could see the YouTube chat. Hold on. Actually, I can't. Never mind. I'll use Tera Starstorm. And then Thunderbolt. And then I'll use Tera Starstorm again. And Thunderbolt. Tera Starstorm and... yeah, I just have to spam Tera Starstorm. And then... Thunderbolt. Okay. So that's what winning with a Terapagos team looks like. Protect Thunderbolt. Chiyu. I'll use Thunderclap here. Protect Thunderbolt. Use Dazzling Gleam and Calm Mind. One. All right, we finally won. You too. You too. All right, GG's. All right. It wasn't easy, but on our third best of 3, we finally got a battle. Oh my god. Tornadus needs bulk. I already took care of that. Copy link. Delete. I'll probably put timestamps in this live stream so you guys could navigate it more easily. And then we won. How many turns? We won in 7 turns. Control C, Control V. Control S. Let's just check this real quick. We get the right battle. Yes, we did. Okay, let's replay that and analyze our turns from the point of view of our opponent. And our turn 1 was a good protect. It was a nice Tornadus KO. Turn 2 was a Chiyu. I swapped in for Tornadus and used Thunderclap using the Beads of Ruin. The critical hit was unfortunate, but I wonder, based on our EVs, if Tornadus would have survived that. What was the Chiyu holding? Choice specs? Probably not. Probably not. Nice switch. Because we needed Terapagos to be preserved. Plus, taking advantage of Beads of Ruin. But Thunderbolt would be better. Alright. Thunderclap plus Protect would have been better. Would have been better. Alright. Go PSN, go. Yo, the yellow long neck dinosaur. Ay nako, Just TV. Ay nako talaga. Charot. Tornadus cannot survive because of she's ability and Tornadus is squishy. Yeah. Thank you, Arrow Res. Wag kang kay Raging Ball kasi maganda yon. Charot. Okay. Turn 4. We had a nice Protect. It's kind of obvious that Okidogi would go for Drain Punch towards Terapagos. I'd say nice move choices. And then, alright, Tailwind is out. Nice move choices again. I know we did a Calm Mind here. What language is that? What language? Oh, the one that I was speaking, Filipino. What did we do on turn 6 again? So for those of you watching, again, at the end of this stream, I am going to share a link to this Google Sheets that I'm working on. Alright. Well, actually, from turns 4 to 7, we did good move choices. So our highlight, we had good move choices, really, in positioning. At this point, we just need consistency. Panira yung yellow long neck dinosaur dahil sa kanya bumaba ratings ko. Raging Bolt is a good Pokemon. It's good to use, it's horrible to go up against. Alright, let's do another battle. We had one win. Let's do more. Oh, another Trick Room team. This is the one. I think this is what's difficult for us because we essentially have Trick Room, Tailwind mode. We don't have much tools to deny Trick Room. Let's see. What are they working with? Intimidate, Fighting Fake Out, Wide Guard, Close Combat, Helping Hand. We need Taunt, definitely. They don't have Farigiraf. I think we should lead with Tornadus here. It would answer to Ogre Pawn and Hitmontop. Ogre Pawn would be good here in the back. Iron Treads, perhaps? I want Iron Treads in the lead. And then I'll have Terapagos and Ogrepon at the back. I'm gonna taunt the Mimikyu. And I'm going to protect. I'll also do Bleakwind Storm and Iron Head on the Mimikyu. Dang it. Liquid Storm. This is Terra Water. I'll go for Bleakwind Storm. Bleakwind Storm and Iron Head. Bleakwind Storm, Iron Head. Huh. It's probably gonna do a wide guard for the Bleakwind Storm. I'm gonna taunt it and then protect. Huh. Bleakwind Storm and Iron Head. I want that Hitmontop gone because it's gonna threaten damage to Terapagos. I'm gonna Bleakwind Storm and then Iron Head the Mimikyu. I want to taunt the Mimikyu actually. No. Bleakwind Storm, Iron Head. I want to switch out Ogrepon. And then I'm gonna Tera Stellar and then Tera Starstorm. I need to knock out that Calyrex. Okay, we win this one. Terapagos level 10 Ohio Riz. Alright, I think I want to do the same lead again. Tornadus is really good. Let's do that again. Gastrodon. What does Gastrodon have? I definitely don't want Trick Room going out. Going up. Yawn, Recover, Protect. I'm gonna taunt the Calyrex. And then I'm gonna switch into Ogerpon. Also, now I'll be taunting the no. Gastrodon, Terra Poison. I wanna taunt the no. I'm gonna bring out Iron Treads. And then I'll do a Swords Dance. I'll do High Horsepower on the Gouging Fire. And then Horn Leech. Maybe Terra Fire Horn, Terra Water Horn Leech on the Calyrex. I'll do Stomping Tantrum on the Gouging Fire, and then Horn Leech. Horn Leech on the Mimikyu. I want to Iron Head the Calyrex and the Horn Leech the Gastrodon. No, actually, it's going to most likely for a. I'm gonna double up into the Calyrex actually. Flinch. Jesus. Protect, Spiky Shield. I'll do High Horsepower and then Horn Leech. I'll taunt that Gastrodon. And then Ivy Cudgel the Gouging Fire. Taunt. And then Spiky Shield. Horn Leech. Don't use Ivy Cudgel, May Storm. Yeah. I'll use Tera Starstorm and Horn Leech. Dang, this isn't looking good. Dazzling Gleam. Kingdra is my favorite dragon. Kingdra is a good choice. Kingdra is a good choice. I'm so focused. Game 3. Let's try. But Gastrodon is really troublesome, isn't it? Hmm. How about Tornadus and Terapagos? Okay, Tornadus will take care of Hitmontop, Ogre Pawn. Yeah, I kind of want Terapagos in the back. Because Hitmontop could easily be the lead and we might lose a turn. Okay. Taunt, Protect. What Tera is the gouging fire? Tera Fire? Okay. I'm gonna taunt. And then I'll do high horsepower. I'll do Ogre. I'll switch in Ogre Pawn. And then I'll do. I might Terra Water. I'll switch in Ogre Pawn in case it Terra Waters. And then I'll do another. It might Burning Bulwark actually. I'll do Iron Head on Calyrex. Jesus. That is strong. I'll do Tailwind. And then high horsepower. Clear mine too. Yeah. Now, I just hope that it wakes up on time. Actually, maybe a calm mind. It's gonna protect. And to that I say, calm mind. I'll do another calm mind. All right. I think that's our second win. Is that right? Copy. Oh, hold on. Before I copy this link. That was a long, long battle. Let's remove these. We're getting a bit better in positioning. 2 losses, 2 wins. We won this one in 18 turns. Kind of a long, but it's worth analyzing. Insert. Turn 13. We need 5 more rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you guys, I'll do the heavy lifting in terms of analyzing, so you guys don't have to. Every time I caught a rose raid, I nickname a certain girl that I have a crush on. Could we know the name of the girl? Steven. Or if you don't want to, I guess it's none of my business. I would understand if you don't want to reveal the name. Alright, let's analyze this battle real quick. Our leads were spot on, actually. Let's switch viewpoint because I've already lived through this. Good move choice. Good job not falling for Burning Bulwark. Calyrex Ice, nice taunt. It can't use Trick Room. And because of the clear amulet, our attack wasn't lowered. Good move choice and target. Oh, we have a name reveal. Linda, if you're watching, Steven admires you. And that could only be good, right? Because if you have a crush on someone, you typically want to be a better person. So if we take it in that context, that's good for Steven. And Linda, please flatter yourself. The girl I met at a church when I was a kid. Do you speak a lot? Or does Linda know that you have a crush on her? Um, Tornadus was rather important in this game, so I guess that was a nice switch because if if we didn't lose Ogrepon here, the threat of a Gastrodon would like cripple us in our decision making. Uh, Ogrepon KO was unfortunate, but we needed Tornadus more. No, she doesn't know. Well, based on what we've had so far, like the interactions that we've had in our live stream, you seem to like to talk about things that you're passionate of. You have a very vivid you have a very vivid imagination. So you like on the spot, you keep coming up with these scripts said by several Pokemon characters, and you know I want to be someone. I want to be around someone like that because you'll never run out of stuff to talk about. You should probably no, at least not yet. If you get a chance, I would recommend to talk to Linda. And when I say talk, I mean like a genuine, fun, casual conversation. I don't mean like pursuing her or something. I'm just saying, Linda needs to get that. Your energy. Linda needs to experience your energy. Okay, turn 3. Yeah, I would double down on my decision. We needed Tornadus more in this matchup. Taunting the Gastrodon is a big thing. Nice Tailwind. Alright, here comes Terapagos. We could have been outsped if I didn't Tailwind. Nice Tera Starstorm. Let's look at that. Tera Starstorm, when terastallized, hits the Mimikyu as a ghost type. So we preserved our Tera well. Nice. Gouging Fire KO. Initially, I was worried that we might need screens for Terapagos to survive, but as you can see, it's able to live a lot of hits, especially when it's terastallized, because its HP rises, just like how Zygarde's HP rises as well when it transforms into its 100% form. Terapagos also has that going for it. We don't need screens at all. You would remember earlier we survived a Terra Psychic Life Orb boosted expanding force from Calyrex. Nice Protect. Nice Mimikyu KO. I think this was a game changer, turn 9, because we're definitely in a disadvantage going in a 1v2 as strong as Terapagos is. This is a game changer, as we could have lost the 1v2 if we opted for Calm Mind. This is the perfect time for a Calm Mind. Perfect Calm Mind. Turn 11 was an RNG game. And at this point, I was thinking of clicking Tera Starstorm. But I figured Gastrodon is gonna do everything it can to outpace me. Nice Calm Mind. Nice Tera Starstorm. Alright. Tera Storm. I could have wrapped it up right there. Turn 16 was RNG game. Nice Calm Mind. Okay. Good KO. Alright. Our highlight, I would say, we had good move choices and move and target choices. Our opportunity is we took our time wrapping up. So here's what I've observed in the games that I played. So I'm also training for another competition that I was joining, and I've observed that the games I win tend to have lesser turns. This has lesser turns. This has 18 turns, but I won. But in general, a good practice is to wrap up the game immediately, so as not to reveal so much information to your opponent, because you would be playing at a maximum of 3 games. So it's good practice to wrap it up ASAP. So in this specific battle, it would have been nice if I could wrapped up it in turn 50. Should have wrapped it up here. All right. So it's 9:48. We'll analyze one more battle, and then we'll wrap up this first stream. If people want to continue, I notice that there's a lot less viewers. I understand, because most of my regular audiences are from casuals who like BP farming, and it's fun. I will make a poll probably shortly after the stream if we wish to continue these kinds of stream. But I just figured it's a good variation from for daily content. Anyway, let's do one more battle and then wrap up this stream. Another Calyrex team. Eviolite. Knockoff would have been good here. Hmm. Raging Bolt is good here. Tornadus as well. No Indeedee. Iron Treads, perhaps? Actually, Flutter Mane is good here. Yeah, actually, Flutter Mane. Let's try Flutter Mane, Tornadus, Terapagos, and let's do Iron Treads. Let's protect and Tera Steel Tailwind? Maybe? Tera Steel Tailwind. Let's use Moonblast. Let's use Dazzling Gleam and Liquid Storm. High horsepower taunt. Good. I would say Raging Bolt and Ogre Pawn, and then Terapagos. Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt. No. Buttermane is definitely a good choice here. Tornadus. Terapagos. Raging Bolt. What is the Chien Pao holding? Focus Sash. I'll do Dazzling Gleam and then Calm Mind. Protect and then Tera Starstorm. Thunderclap, Tera Starstorm. Actually, Thunderbolt, Tera Starstorm. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll do Thunder. I'll just spam Thunderclap. Thunderclap and then Tera Starstorm. All right. We really do well against Calyrex teams, don't we? I think the 3 wins that we had were all Calyrex teams. Upload. We're gonna, and it's turn 5. Okay, see what I mean? The games that we win tend to have turn 5. Earlier, we just had an 18-turn game, but the ones that we win tend to have lower number of turns. Let's just put this here. I'm going to do the instant replay and switch to the viewpoint of my opponent. Perfect move choices. There's no point in saving Tornadus on that one. It's gonna get KO'd. Flutter main. This is just a note. Flutter main survives Sucker Punch from Qian Pao at full HP. Good to know. Right, the Dazzling Gleam was good. Nice Calm Mind. One Calm Mind really goes a long way. Nice Protect. Good move choices. Perfect move choice. Perfect Tera Starstorm. Okay. So that takes care of that. I understand why Calyrex would opt for Tera Fighting, but personally, Tera Fairy is my choice. But I understand why. I understand why. You'd want to take out Terapagos ASAP. Our move choices were good. And then I don't really have a complaint in terms of how I played here. We just have to practice more. Alright. There. So let me just make sure that I have this file right here. Before I wrap up, I do want to give you guys some resources to work with in the future. So here is the team that I built. I'm going to import this, copy. I'll paste it in the chat in case you wanna copy it. Actually, no, not here. I'll post it in this document. Actually, maybe it's better this way. Actually, no. Here it is. I also have it in PokePaste form. Upload to Pokemon. Case. Should be good. Not sure how it works. Let me delete this. It's kind of messy. OTS. What's the difference between this and the other one? I'll just get this as well. I don't know what the difference is, but I might regret it if I don't. Paste 2. Okay. Let me just get this as well, actually. I want everything that was covered here to be in this specific resource. You know how sometimes PokePaste links expire or something, or they wouldn't work? I kind of want everything that we were able to produce in here. So that's 5 best of 3s, the PokePaste, the team. And then, see, the last thing I want to do before I wrap up this stream, I want to save this resource to a document, Google Drive. I'm gonna save this. Where's my document? Spilled in battle notes. Anyone with the linked view? Alright, so it is in this Google Drive link. I've made sure that anyone with the link could access this. You could access this link, make your own copy, and then make improvements as you see fit. It's just very important that you have something to work with, right? I'll go ahead and post it in the live stream. This is the Google Drive link. I'll also copy this. I'll also paste the second one. I'm sorry, I do not know what difference this makes. I don't know how different it is, but I just don't want to lose anything, and I just want to make sure that whatever we covered here, everyone will have access to. All right, so that about wraps it up. Thank you for being here. I understand that this is not the usual content that I make, but I'm sure that somewhere out there is a player, a Pokemon trainer who wishes to engage in competitive in the immediate future, and this would be useful. So thank you. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll resume our BP farming stream. Bye, everyone.